my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm joined with my good friend Mark Olroyd, who is Suddenly Comics. But together we become the Price Variants.
We did.
And this is actually,
It's our merged name. It's not a suddenly
yeah, it's like,
collector geek.
well, it's almost like the Avengers, right? We're the Avengers for comics.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the hottest Silver Age list before Mark goes away. We thought he was going to go. We couldn't get this one last video in, but we got this one last video in just for you guys. So we're going to look at the hottest Silver Age, and it's an interesting list. It's I chose specifically comics that were not A tier. These are kind of more B tier comics. And the reason I always like doing this once in a while where we've done a lot where we've looked at the A tier really. So I kind of wanted to go a little bit more B tier and just see how they're faring. And a lot of these ones that I put on the list either had failed spec or are currently spec'd on.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of that too. So, okay, let's get into the list.
Right. So share screen.
This first one is Captain Marvel, #1, which is the first appearance of Captain Marvel. And it sold for $288 in a 9.0. So this book had actually gone up pretty crazily during the whole speculation around Captain Marvel. Like, I mean, prior to COVID, prior to all that, because when the first Captain Marvel movie came out, because the character is still Captain Marvel, even though it became a female later.
Yeah, I mean, lots of history around this character. So story continued from Marvel Superheroes issue 13. So this is not the first appearance.
Oh, this is the first title, I should say.
First title, yeah. Yeah.
But it's also one of those cool premiere issues.
It does have big premiere issues stuck on it, so Alan likes it.
Yeah, sorry, that's right. This is his second appearance, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but he gets his own title, is what happens here. So yeah, I don't know. It's still a cool book. This one, as I said, had gone up pretty crazily. But now it seems to be a bit cheap at 288. We'll see how much has this one fallen. Like what's
Right. So let's have a look. What grade was it?
9.0.
9.0. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is loaded up 9.0s.
Actually, it looks like there's like the last sale is like a
The
big jump
last
up.
sale, the last sale was 500, and this this sale was what?
But I mean, that's interesting that there was a recent sale that actually was higher than this sale.
288. So it's nearly half the previous sale.
Yeah,
288, which is lower than it was in 2017.
yeah, crazy drop. So somebody got a steal on this one because if there's a recent sale of 500, then people are still paying up for this book.
Yeah, yeah. It's all over the place.
What's that really low drop there?
That was
266?
that was 216.
Wow.
Oh, sorry,
Somebody got an even better deal.
216 in December,
Wow.
and up to 500. Peak is peak is about 500. So it's all over the place, this one.
Wow, interesting. I mean,
I mean, I would have said 282. What 280 is probably the reasonable price for this. Are you with?
yeah, just based on the
In that sort of-
fluctuations.
yeah, yeah.
Huh. Very interesting. How many on the census?
Um,
I imagine a lot because it
I
is a
would,
premier issue.
well, 25.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Not that many, actually, compared to some
Uh,
books. Uh, so,
really, this book's never really been on fire, has it? I mean,
n-
they created this character just so they could have the name.
Yes.
The costume is awful.
Oh,
Nobody was ever. It was like a creation just to keep the name, wasn't it?
yeah. Well, they wanted that Captain Marvel
Yeah,
name,
yeah, they
which
did.
is sort of interesting because Captain Marvel, original Captain Marvel from the Golden Age, was sued by DC
Yeah,
for ripping off Superman.
correct.
DC won the thing,
Yeah,
but and then Fawcett, who owned Captain Marvel, just gave up on it altogether. And
yeah.
then
And what happened was they let the rights drop
yeah,
to Marvel, and some bright spark at Marvel spotted that the rights had dropped, and that's why
yeah.
they went in and created Captain Marvel just so they could pick up the rights before DC could notice. And then when DC did notice, they had to create Shazam.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny how that that works, all the different companies that try to have the same name. But yeah, Captain Marvel. Very different character than Shazam. So yeah, and very different character from Captain Marvel.
Or did
So
or did any of the other
yeah,
spin-offs from
variation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Right.
To Daredevil number two.
Number two. Now this is an interesting one because it's the second appearance of Daredevil and the second appearance of Electro
Oh, interesting.
and the first crossover between the two.
Yeah. And Fantastic Four appear.
Yeah, so lots of stuff going on for this book. So this is a 6.5. This book used to be really pricey as well.
I don't think
This one
we've never covered this one before, right? Alan, I don't think.
no. So this one was pricey around Spider-Man No Way Home
Right.
and all the rumors around, Electro and
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 456 for a 6.5.
mhm.
It's a record low.
Oh, nice. A record.
It's definitely it's somewhere. It's dropped below its pre-COVID price.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, this is what we've been seeing even last week, right? Where the prices were even lower than pre-COVID
Yeah.
numbers. So,
This is another route of the Silver Age market.
yeah.
I mean, the prices are just on the floor.
What was the last sale before this?
480, which is the low point on that graph there. So that was 480. This went for 450. So that's even down further.
Wow. So they've given up on the floor and they just went right through it and
Yeah,
they're
we're going
finding a
through
new
the floor
floor.
at the moment. I mean, peak on this was 1,310.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
you've lost
yeah, the
nine.
big thing is it's gone below the floor.
Yeah,
Um, so what's the census on this?
2329.
Oh, so similar to the other book,
Yeah, similar to Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Captain Marvel, yeah. But yeah, not a very good performance.
No, no.
And it could be that the spec is over. I mean, but I thought they were actually planning to do some more with
I thought there was a new Daredevil series, scheduled.
yeah, well, yeah, new Daredevil, but also I thought they were planning to do something more with the other character, um Electro. Um
Or Elektra.
yeah, elect no, Electro. Not with Daredevil. But I think Electro. I thought they were planning to do something maybe like a Sinister Six.
Okay, well,
Because
it's
Electro is part of Sinister
it's not
Sinister
having a very
Six.
good effect on the price of the comic.
No, it isn't. Okay, well,
All
two
right,
for two.
two. And oh, this is an interesting one. I don't know. We have not seen this before. I did not know about this one. This is the first
Yeah,
appearance of Adam Strange.
yes, it is. Now, Adam Strange is, well, he was kind of a major character. I'm not sure if he's that popular now, though.
No, I don't think anybody knows about him apart from comic fans. And
Yeah.
they dropped him. Origin and first appearance of Adam Strange from 1958. First appearance of Alana. That's your
Yeah.
that's Alan with an L.
Is
Uh,
yeah.
well,
So-
and it's a restored copy.
yeah, restored
I
copy.
mean,
I mean,
look at
it's
all
got
the
all the
black. Look at
black,
all
so
the
you
black on this. It's gonna
yeah.
somebody's done a
So
bit of color touching, haven't they?
yeah, any black covers usually that's a big concern. Um,
What did this sell for?
it sold for like 720,
20.
which I think is cheap because I don't, even though it's not that big of not that popular of a character beyond the comic readers, um, this one I've always seen it go for a bit of money because it is a major key for
Hmm.
the DC.
Oh, let's have a look. Um, half what it last sold for.
Oh wow. Wow.
Well, a bit less than half of what it last sold
And
for.
that's half what it sold for as a restored copy.
Yeah.
Okay, so wow, that's
Uh,
brutal. So it originally sold for 1,400.
sold
Wow.
for 1,590 on March.
Ouch, more than half, more than half.
Yeah. March 2022.
And how much did the blue labels go for in a
What the blue
5.0?
lights go for? Let's have a look. In a 5.0. 2,000.
Wow, so that's a third of the blue label. Usually, in the
Oh well,
5.0
ignore
range.
ignore that fair market value, Alan.
Yeah, yeah, of
The
course.
last sale was 1,400, so it's half the blue label value.
Okay, actually, that's more in line with what you would expect. So usually in a 5.0, you're going to get about half, maybe 60% on a good day
Yeah.
for a Silver Age restored.
Yeah. So that previous price probably was a COVID price in 2022. Yeah.
Look how rare it is, though.
Yeah, no, very rare. Yeah.
378.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it just shows the difference between Marvel and DC, like in terms of how
Yeah,
many
it's
are
not a number one, Alan. It's a showcase 17. So, it's
yeah,
yeah. And it's
yeah,
not
very
it's
cool.
not that great a cover, is it? I mean,
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind it actually.
it's
I
okay.
liked any bubble helmet covers, so
Oh, okay. So that's three out of three down. Um, oh, surely this one will be all right. This is
this is the record reprint.
yes,
We messed up once on the
we
record
did. We
reprint,
did.
but
We missed the fact that it was a golden record reprint. But
it's obvious too. There's no price on the golden record reprints, by the
no,
way.
there isn't.
It's the
Nice
most
looking
obvious
copy.
thing. Yeah, very nice looking copy. I mean, it is an 8.5, so
5.
and this came out in 66, so about 4 years after
Yes,
the
I
original
think there's a bit of a competition, and I don't think there's any definitive answer to which was the first Fantastic Four reprint, the Alan
reprint.
Clark's one or the Golden Record one. I
Yeah, so I'm not sure when the Alan Class one came
I
out.
think Alan Clark's one might have been before this.
Was it 63 or 64
I think it was either
era?
I think it might have been 64, 65. So I think the Alan Clark
Okay.
gets the dib,
So,
the first official reprint.
okay.
Anyway, this 8.5 sold for $900. What do you reckon, Alan? Good, bad, indifferent?
I say I have a feeling it's going to be down,
Okay.
but
It is down. It's down
oh,
$300 since February.
wow. So,
I've been doing okay,
mhm.
but this sale is down here somewhere.
So these golden records had like because of the first printing going up so crazily, these golden records were sort of pulled along by it.
Yeah.
And now that the first printings are dropping, these reprints are also dropping. So there's only 833 of these on the
But this is
census.
still well above pre-COVID. So
Yeah,
pre-COVID on this was 500. So even at 900, which is down, it is still significantly up on pre-COVID.
yeah. I think this one you might have even more room to drop then
Yes,
because of that.
yeah, I do. I think it.
Um, so as I said, it's only got 600. How many is that? 633? Am I reading that correctly?
833
Oh, 833.
grade.
It's
Yeah.
me doing this on my cell phone. It's always hard to read. The print is really small.
Yeah,
Um,
833. I mean, I don't think it's going to drop down to. I think this was underrated. These were undervalued.
oh, I believe that too, but
So I don't think this is going to drop much more than below 800.
we'll see. We'll
Okay.
see.
Okay.
I have a feeling it could drop. I think a fairer price would be around 700,
Okay. All right.
which is still above the pre-COVID, but below current.
Yeah. Okay. Not good. Not too good so far, Alan.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
seller. Not bad if you're a buyer.
I
Right.
wouldn't I wouldn't sell right now. This one is another one I think really dropped.
Okay.
Um, so
Right.
this
This is
is
the one where
Avengers
I mean, this is
number
going to be
8.
horrendous.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bloodbath. Uh,
Yeah. So
Not only of the
um
stock market, but also Kang has disgraced himself. Apparently, he's a sex pest or something. Uh,
no, I forget what it was. I think the issue was that they say that he hit his girlfriend.
yeah, yeah.
But if you watch the video that they show of him with her, it's arguable that I think it was more an accidental bump than an actual, like he was trying to get rid of her and she was the one bothering him and she bumped her head in the process of him kind of trying to get rid of her.
Well. Anyway, whatever happened, he's been cancelled, and
Hmm.
yeah, he needs to time travel back and sort it out. But in
Hmm.
the meanwhile, this comic is going to have suffered.
Yeah. So, I mean, this one, even in low grade, was going for big money.
Yeah,
Back when the whole Kang thing was announced.
yeah,
So yeah, first appearance of Kang, Avengers number 80 for 960.
yeah. Right. Let's. Oh, there you go. Is this the worst comic of all time in terms of loss? So that was what
Oh
that the last sale in March was 1400, and this just sold for 500 less. This is
yeah,
now, this is now below pre-COVID.
yeah. It just fell off a cliff, basically.
Uh, Somebody bought one of these for 4,200. It is now at 25% of what it was at.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. I'm not sure what to say. It's just such a brutal fall. Yeah, I mean, there's
Has
just
it
so much
finished falling?
negative.
I'm not convinced it has finished falling because that's just had another great wallop down here. Another
Yeah.
500 off this. Wow.
In a way, still Kang is a kind of a cool character, a major character for Marvel. If it drops any more, it'd be a good one to pick up.
Yeah, if it drops another 500 down to 500, it may well be worth buying.
Yeah. So wow, that's really sad. Good how much I paid. I think I paid like $400 for my copy, and it's probably worth like nothing now. And mine's like a 4.0 or something like that. It's like a lower grade.
Yeah, I'll go.
Um,
I'll swap it for a cup of coffee, Alan.
yeah, basically. But I might have to give you some extra money. Um, so yeah. Um, what's the census count on this one?
It's fairly large, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of
Three
these
and
would
a
have
half,
been graded.
3,500.
Yeah. Wow. Poor Kang. Oh well.
I mean, if you've got one of these, just don't sell it. Just
Just hold on to it at
hold
this
on to
point.
it. I mean,
Yeah, I
10 years, 10 years time, it'll come back.
it'll recover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll recover. Wow. I feel bad for whoever bought it at that four
Well,
thousand
there was
dollar
a few
price.
people. It wasn't just a single sale. There was the 3 or 4 sales around this level.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Right. So there you go, Alan. What a great week for the comic silver.
Is that the first? Okay, that's the first five. Will the next five be any better, or will we see even bigger drops?
We're not going
Because
to see anything bigger than this, Alan. I don't think you're going to see anything down at 25% of what you're selling at 2 years ago.
yeah, the funny thing about Avengers 8 is it's not only that the spec of the character in the movies is gone, it's the spec, the negative association of the whole legal case uh, has really killed this book.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a very cursed comic. Okay, so we're gonna go over to Mark's channel and look at the next five, the top five, and see how they performed. Hopefully, it's not a bloodbath. Hopefully, we can, uh, leave somewhat unscathed.
Well, all I can
But
say
yeah,
is I'm going to be away for a few weeks. Let's hope the market's in a better situation in when I get back than it is now.
yeah, I hope so. Okay, so bye for now, everyone.